Quick seat, especially Teresa, who should be sitting down already, but hasn't yet. Rosemary, we'd like you to join us over here, please. That's okay, we're still waiting on Mary and Carol, so we're fine. And the track motors are used to that, so nothing new there. So for those I haven't met yet, I'm Travis, Dan and Teresa's oldest son. I do want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight to Huber's. I mean, I think this is a tremendous venue, and obviously for a very important reason, to celebrate 50 years with Dan and Teresa. So I personally want to thank everybody for making the drive out here. It's been great. We are going to start dinner shortly, but just a few items. I want to introduce my family, and then I'm going to let Jeremy come up and introduce his family as well. Jeremy's my younger brother. John, unfortunately, wasn't able to make it. He wasn't feeling well earlier, so he got here long enough to help us set up, which was great because we needed all the help we could get. So, but I do want to recognize him. I do want to bring up, if you guys just want to stand up, Daniel and William. So these are my two sons. They haven't done anything you're clapping for. I don't know if that was really necessary. They have survived me, that's right. So Daniel is 17, William is 15. We live up in Union, Kentucky, near Cincinnati. And so with that, I will let Jeremy come up and introduce his family, and then I think the man of honor is going to have a few things to say, but for now, I'll let Jeremy introduce his family.
Hello everyone, I'm Jeremy, middle son. Dan and Teresa. We drove down from Iowa today. It's about 8.5 hours. My wife Adrienne is over here. Say hello, Adrienne. My 12-year-old daughter, look, we all get applause. 12-year-old daughter Jenny. Say hello, Jenny. And a 10-year-old daughter Hattie. Say hello, Hattie. And I'm really confused because Adrienne and I got married in 2007, and we had a party here. And when they said we're throwing a party for the anniversary, I was like, oh good, you're throwing a party for our 15th anniversary. There's no 50-year anniversary. So on the way down, when I realized my mistake, I didn't prepare anything, but the whole way down, I just listened to the top hits of 1972. And I feel like it got me in the vibe of what it would be like to be at that wedding 50 years ago. But also I think the music is a little instructive too. So the top hit, anybody want to guess the top hit of 1972?
Who was the artist?
Roberta Flack. First time. Yeah. Wasn't it at a church dance? The first time you ever saw her face? Yeah? First time you saw each other's faces? So I'm scrolling through, I'm listening to all these songs thinking like they learned something about love and what it means to be together. It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. Coconut. You remember that song, Coconut? The line in the coconut. I don't know when you learned the last song. Walking the Wild Side.
Yeah, oh, I love that.
That was something my parents learned. Take it easy. They learned how to take it easy. They also learned. So I play music in a band. I'm in a dad band. a genre until recently. I'm in a dad band, so we play covers of songs. And I was like, oh, some of these songs we play in my band. I was like, that's really cool. So, like Brandy, you remember that song, Brandy?
You're a fine girl.
What a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. And my mom is like, I'll one up Brandy. I'll be the best wife. But then this one song, this is the song we often end our gigs with. Because it's a lovely song, and I think it's indicative of what you've done, what you've learned. Let's stay together. Whether times are good or bad or happy or sad, let's stay together. So I want to wish you all a happy anniversary, and thank you for bringing us together and letting us stay together. Now, Elena Dion will say a few words.
Thank you. I'm not very good at this, so I got notes. Teresa and I really want to thank everybody for being here. There's a big group, family, friends. We're truly honored. We really are. Can you all hear me okay?
Yeah.
There are 3 special friends that are here that helps set this thing up. Janet, Abby, Kat. Thank y'all ladies for helping Teresa with all of this. I want to thank our sons, Travis, Jeremy, Jonathan isn't here, but we're thinking of him. He's not feeling too well, but he's good. I want to thank my wife, Teresa. She's my soulmate, my best friend, my partner for all these years. Through the good times and the struggles, we're still together. I don't know, Teresa and I met in 1969. Yes, it was. At the teen club at Our Ladies. Do you remember that? Okay. A bunch of us guys would come from Kroger. We worked at Kroger in Portland. And we'd stop in just to check out the girls and listen to the music. Occasionally there was a live band. Y'all remember the live band we would have. And that was always pretty cool. So one particular night, I remember showing up, and there she was. I thought, that's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. And, well, can you blame me? I mean, it was definitely her. It was definitely her. She had a friend named Carol Richardson. And Carol was introducing her to everybody, all the guys, because they had just moved they just moved to the West End. They were new. And Carol, for whatever reason, did not want her to like me. She wanted her to like Dennis Snyder. Dennis ended up being our best man. But it all worked out. Teresa chose me because she said she thought I was funny. So, Dennis, man, I'm sorry, you were that close. that close. But he was our best man. The music, I don't know if y'all noticed the music we're playing, it's the oldies. Everybody knows the oldies, 60s, 70s mostly. There are some newer songs on there. There's one from actually 1948. I'm not sure if I heard that one. But our son Jonathan put that together. The pictures here, on both walls, and the playlist. He put all that together. He's very, very talented. A lot of the songs have special meaning to us. The theme, of course, is love and friendship and all that stuff. But we know that the younger people here might not appreciate it, but we do. The older generation, you know, likes step music, and we like to say we had a good time growing up, so we did. Last thing I will say is the words of wisdom that my dad gave me. This is our wedding day. Okay? Anybody that knows Fred knew that he was outgoing and fun-loving. Yabba dabba do, okay? But he was also very practical and straightforward. And so I'm out washing my car on the morning we're going to get married. Here comes Dad down the steps. And he comes over and hands me some money. I said, "What's this for?" He said, "Son," I'll never forget this. He said, "Son, you need to take this money, go up to Shaheen's, and buy yourself some new underwear." So I did. And best advice ever. So I appreciated it, and I think Teresa appreciated it. So thanks, Dad. And thank everybody for being here. Again, hope you enjoy the good humorous food and the rest of the evening. And I'll give it back to Trevor.
Thanks, Frank. He didn't finish the story. He's actually wearing that underwear tonight. That was a bad visual, what he just said, so I'm not going to share with everybody else, but let's just say, yeah, we're better off in here, especially we're getting ready to eat. So I did want to just, a quick housekeeping note, the buffet's going to be open, there are going to be 2 lines there, and I understand we have a cobbler at the middle table. So we'll do a toast after everybody gets a chance to eat, but for now, buffet is open, so please enjoy. Just a couple of minutes. Dad corrected me. I said earlier to toast the newlyweds, and that was intentional because he said like every day is the first day. So yeah, I know that's not brutal, but that's sweet. So hopefully, if you got a glass or something that we're going to toast, I do have a few remarks here that I did want to share. So can everybody hear me okay? Yeah, okay. And actually, I wrote these down because there were some things I definitely did not want to forget. And as I'm writing, it sounded a lot like a eulogy, so it was kind of weird. You guys, you're still in good health, right? Mom, Dad, you're still okay? Okay, so this should not sound like a eulogy. I was starting to think through what is as impressive as 50 years of marriage, and there's just not a lot of things that are that impressive, but I do have a few I just want to share that I think come close to being as impressive as 50 years of marriage. So I don't know if anyone calls Mom on Facebook, but she has like 10,000 friends on Facebook, and she is a social media giant. Jeff Zuckerberg has asked her to post less so he doesn't have to buy more server space. Also, Dad's record as a Little League baseball coach, pretty impressive, right? Actually, I don't know what the record is, but I did want to point out that if you see pictures from that time, he had the 80s stash and the pulled-up socks to his knees, so he was rocking that look. And you know Mom, she's terrific. She's terrific with crafts and sewing. And Dad's legendary with his ability to fix anything. My younger brother John said, Dad can fix anything except a broken light bulb. And I think he's still working on how to do that. Also impressive is that they stayed sane while raising 3 boys. And I think Jeremy would agree, we tested them on on that mark. But perhaps the most impressive thing about 50 years is they started out as kids. How old were you? 17 to 19 years old. Met at 14. So they started out as kids, 50 years of marriage, they're still here. And if you ask both of them, they'll say, we just figured it out as we went along. So I think that's something we can all learn from. We just figured it out as we went along. It taught us a lot. And just a few things that they did teach us, because it would be remiss without talking about some of the things they passed along to us. So Dad early on taught, specifically Jeremy and I, the power of psychological warfare. We had not been listening to what we were being told to do, and Dad kind of lost it. He threw a baseball through the wall. So when I say, I don't mean that figuratively, he threw a baseball through drywall. But that wasn't the bad part. Like, that got our attention, definitely. I think we cleaned the room after that, but he left the hole there for about a month. And he could have fixed it immediately, but he left it there for the psychological aspect of it. Mom taught us that you can have absolutely no training in cutting hair, but still cut boys' hair, which she did. And did an admirable job of it. Dad taught us a lot that by working at Kroger as long as he did, that there's a lot of idiots in the world. I have since confirmed he was right about that. And they also taught us that humor can keep a family together. So I will say that my brothers tend to be more inappropriate than I am. Actually, my sons are more inappropriate than I am too, so I'm not sure where that's coming from, but definitely the humor helps. And the last thing I'll just say is Mom taught us that if you don't have enough dust cloths around, you can use Dad's old underwear to clean the house. And there's a story there, ladies and gentlemen. There's a story. Maybe we'll share it. It has to do with Gene. Right? I think Carolyn or Mary was involved too. So and I don't know how underwear became a theme tonight, but it apparently is a theme. In closing, I just want to thank you all for being here today. There's many that couldn't make it, but friends and family from all over here is a testament to how impressive 50 years of marriage is. And these two can be an inspiration for us all. So let's raise a toast to Teresa and Dan. And my thanks to God. Thank you. We also have, yes, thank you. Applause. Yeah, I mean, you can applaud my kids for not doing anything. You can applaud Chris. Dad did say, you're going to sing my praises, right? So just so you know, that was bad, and I had to temper that in. I think the shrine that you saw when you walked in might have been enough of praises. But we do have a lot of party giveaways, so there's cookies and suckers. Please help yourself, and plenty of cupcakes back here too. So with that, I will end it for now, but thank you, and we're going to cut the cake, right? We're cutting the cake now. Did you find the right knife? Do we have the right knife? That cake looks dangerously close to falling. That's it. So please come out and have yourself cupcakes and cookies and suckers. Thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate it.